Today, Chicago rapper Lil Durk remains behind bars after being denied bond at his first court appearance.
Lil Durk showed no signs of guilt or remorse as he stood before the judge in court.
He's facing several felonies, including attempted murder and aggravated assault.
In fact, the rapper's calm demeanor came off as somewhat intimidating.
The witnesses that they place in the witness chair over here, they may call one or more witnesses.
And without caring that he was being filmed, Lil Durk gave everyone in the courtroom a cold, hard stare. This behavior didn't start. In court, prosecutors have accused him of threatening witnesses set to testify against him. Now, he's turning his threats toward a judge. Lil Durk's threats caught on tape
Against you by a probable cause standard, and they will attempt to do that by the witnesses that they place in the witness chair over here.
Lil Durk is facing the fight of his life and has reportedly enlisted Drew Findling, a renowned The Chicago rapper appeared in court on November 14th, where he pleaded not guilty to allegations accusing him of orchestrating a murder for hire plot.
Rapper Lil Durk is charged in a murder for hire plot.
Lil Durk is facing charges in connection with the shooting death of Quando Rondo's cousin at a Los Angeles gas station in 2022, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office. The 32-year-old rapper, born Durk Banks, was remanded to the Metropolitan Detention Center in Los Angeles, with a trial date set for January 7, 2025. A status conference took place on November 25th, and Durk is scheduled to appear in court again on December 12th for a detention hearing. Durk's recent court appearance garnered attention. Sources close to the case claimed the rapper appeared unbothered and made suggestive gestures during the proceedings. Although no concrete evidence supports these claims, this isn't the first time Durk has been accused of intimidation. An affidavit filed by FBI agent Sarah Corcoran on October 24 revealed details of threats allegedly made by Durk toward OTF members he suspected of cooperating with authorities. The affidavit stated that several witnesses in the murder for hire case had received death threats and that Durk had attempted to influence their cooperation, prompting online speculation about potential informants within OTF. Adding to the intrigue, an associate of Durk shared during the call. Durk assured the caller that he was in good spirits and fighting to return to his family. He clarified that he wasn't in protective custody and mentioned being treated favorably in prison. The post captioned the audio, "Just got off the phone with my brother at Lil Durk. He's in good spirits, staying positive, and fighting to get back home to his kids and."
This call is from a federal prison.
Say what, bro?
I said, I know you're listening, but if you need anything, you know I got you.
Hey, I'm there, they be like, man, you know you, man, send me upstairs. Whatever it is, I gotta adapt to it.
The post was reshared on X, formerly Twitter, by No Jumper, which quickly sparked a heated debate among fans. Many questioned the decision to release the jail audio, with one user writing, "I wonder if he knows he's being recorded," and another expressing frustration with No Jumper, calling the company rats. A third person commented, "His people are weird." While the exact relationship between the user and Lil Durk remains unclear, their Instagram activity shows connections to Durk's OTF label, including collaborations with OTF rappers like Bonnie Mo and photos with Booka 600 and Lil Durk. One post from April 2022 thanked Durk for his help, with the caption reading, "On this same day 2 years ago, I was in the backseat going on skits. Now I'm backstage going on tour. Blood solid as they come, at Lil Durk for Ava. Lil Bro, without a doubt." The release of the jail audio adds another layer of intrigue to a case already attracting widespread media attention. Meanwhile, the addition of Drew Findling to Lil Durk's legal team has become a hot topic. Findling, a prominent criminal defense attorney based in Atlanta, has an impressive client list, including Donald Trump, Gucci Mane, Cardi B, Offset, Quavo, NBA Youngboy, and Waka Flocka Flame. Known as the billionaire lawyer, Findling has gained respect for his no-nonsense approach to defending clients regardless of their background or the charges they face. In an earlier interview, he explained that his firm doesn't choose cases based on race, ethnicity, or political views. He also posted a statement expressing his readiness to defend Lil Durk. Fans have reacted positively to the news of Findling joining Durk's legal team, with rapper 50 Cent showing support in a November 14th Instagram post. 50 Cent shared a photo of Findling and expressed confidence in Durk's chances, saying, "Lil Durk got through Findling on the case. He's sharp. If they didn't cross their T's and dot their I's, he's going to hit the bricks again." 50 Cent had previously commented on Durk's situation during an interview with The Breakfast Club, where he recalled meeting the rapper and advising him to watch his back when it came to members of his off crew.
Even with Durk, I was telling him, like when I had him, he was in New York. We did the power thing.
That's
Like I was like, yo, this is them right there to rip, right? He was like, yeah. And I said, yo, just watch him. His crew.
50 Cent shared his own experience with a possible snitch during the interview, explaining how he once had that type of energy with one of his drivers. The driver was allowed on a plane after being arrested, which made 50 Cent guess who he was and how he managed to get out of jail so quickly. After sharing this story, 50 Cent went on to reveal that Lil Durk had a similar experience. He recalled the time when someone found Durk's address without him ever sharing it, and Durk remembered the incident well. This moment made 50 Cent reflect on how things can go wrong within close circles, especially when trust is compromised.
He said, you know what? He said, somebody just came in my house. How do they know exactly what the address is? I don't know my address. No.
Wack 100 has been vocal about Lil Durk's legal troubles and expressed doubt about the rapper's chances of beating the case. During an appearance on Vlad TV in October, Wack 100 was asked if he thought Durk could get out of his current situation. He emphasized that Durk's case was very different from Young Thug's, which involved the state's overzealous DA. Wack explained that Durk's charges, particularly the murder-for-hire case and the related gun charges, were much more serious and would require a much tougher fight. Unlike Young Thug's case, which saw some leniency, Wack suggested that Durk's case would be harder to overcome, given the nature of the charges. This has left fans and industry insiders divided on whether Durk can successfully defend himself in court.
You're dealing with the FBI. They're gonna watch you run around.
Yeah, for 2 years they did this.
Until they build their case.
During the interview, Wack 100 drew comparisons between Lil Durk's current legal troubles and those faced by music mogul P. Diddy. The comparison came after DJ Vlad asked Wack if he had polled fans on who they thought was the bigger dummy between the two and who Wack believed would win the poll. Wack responded by pointing out that while both Durk and Diddy were facing serious situations, the nature of their cases was different. Wack suggested that Durk's case was rooted in street activity, while Diddy's legal issues stemmed more from business dealings. He believed that the outcome of the poll would depend largely on public perception and that Durk's more recent and high-profile legal challenges would make him a more controversial figure in this debate.
And I don't think Diddy knew he was intentionally doing things in his mind that was violating the law to that magnitude. Right now, it's like you gave your life, revenging a life, but you still didn't take the life.
No.
That you were supposed to revenge.
Wack 100 concluded by stating that he believed Lil Durk was the bigger dummy between him and P. Diddy because Durk was more aware of the implications of seeking revenge for his slain friend. Wack contrasted this with Diddy, who was just living his life in a way he thought was normal, despite the similarities in drama and controversy surrounding both cases. Wack pointed out that the cases were very different when examined individually. For instance, while Diddy had essentially surrendered to law enforcement, Durk allegedly tried to flee when he learned the FBI was after him. Lil Durk attempted to escape after learning federal agents were closing in on him. On October 24th, federal agents arrested 5 men linked to the shooting of Quando Rondo's cousin in Los Angeles in August 2022. The charges against them include conspiracy to commit murder for hire and the use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death. The indictment listed these men as affiliated with OTF, Durk's hip-hop group. 2 of the men were also Chicago street gang members. The 5 men face the death penalty if convicted. As news of their arrests spread online, rumors about Durk's involvement in the crime circulated. Unbeknownst to the public, Durk had already attempted to flee the country. He initially booked 2 one-way flights to Dubai and Switzerland, but never boarded them, perhaps to throw off federal agents. Instead, Durk booked a 3rd flight to Italy. However, before he could board this flight, he was arrested by federal agents in Miami on October 25th. Durk was subsequently extradited to California, where he faced his arraignment and was ordered to be held without bond. After Durk's arrest, Quando Rondo released a new song titled Life Goes On, which seemed to reference his cousin's murder and the painful reality of the violent culture in hip-hop. In the song, Rondo raps, "I'm scarred from all the losses in the streets. I never thought I'd see your name next to Rip." Rondo also shared a post on Instagram denouncing gang violence and reflecting on the emotional toll it has taken on him. Quando Rondo's statement about the repercussions of street life emphasized the impact that violence and conflict have not only on individuals, but also on their families and communities. He expressed regret that people enter the music industry with hopes of success, only to get trapped in street life. Rondo stated, "We didn't get into this music industry to make it just to stay caught up in this street. We all have families and communities counting on us. It's time to leave all that behind." He also shared that he had forgiven those he had conflicts with in the past and was praying for everyone. Although Rondo did not mention Lil Durk or OTF by name, fans believed the message was directed toward them, especially given the ongoing tensions between Rondo and Durk. Over the years, Rondo has been involved in a bitter feud with Durk and other members of OTF, including the late King Von. This feud reached a tragic climax with the shooting death of Rondo's cousin, which authorities believe was part of a larger retaliation plot for King Von's death. King Von was killed on November 6, 2020, during a confrontation outside the Monaco Hookah Lounge in Atlanta. The altercation began when Rondo's crew allegedly clashed with Von's crew in the parking lot. In a 2021 interview with Angela Yee, Rondo claimed that the situation escalated when Von and his entourage attacked them, and that his team acted in self-defense. This incident remains a key point in the ongoing tensions between the 2 camps.
Like, I'm thinking it's some regular individuals. If I would have just tried to walk through them, so I'm letting this group come by. Next thing you know, it hit me. You feel me? Boom, bam. Man, like, I like to you not, man. I like to you not. It's like I had an out-of-body experience.
Quando Rondo explained that during the ensuing gunfight, 3 people were killed, including King Von. 2 days later, the Atlanta Police Department confirmed that they had secured arrest warrants for 22-year-old Timothy Leaks, aka El Tim, for felony murder in the shooting death of Devin Bennett King Von. Leaks, a close associate of Quando Rondo, was in police custody at Grady Hospital with a gunshot wound. He posted bond in April 2021 after appealing the case, even though murder charges are typically non-bondable in Georgia. 2 years later, the charges against Leaks were dropped after prosecutors determined that he acted in self-defense, while Leaks was exonerated. A sinister plot was allegedly unfolding on the OTF side, led by Lil Durk. According to the superseding indictment filed on November 8th, Durk allegedly placed a bounty on Quando Rondo in retaliation for King Von's death. The plan involved offering cash rewards and music industry opportunities in exchange for Rondo's assassination. Durk reportedly viewed Rondo as responsible for Von's death and sought street justice. On August 19, 2022, 2 years after Von's killing, the plot came to fruition. Court documents reveal that several OTF members and associates, driving a white Infiniti and a white BMW, stalked Rondo as he drove a black Escalade. The vehicles were seen in several locations before Rondo pulled over at a gas station near the Beverly Center Mall. At that location, the conspirators used multiple firearms, including a machine gun, to fire 18 rounds at Rondo's vehicle. Rondo survived, but his cousin, El Pab, was tragically killed in the attack. The plan was allegedly orchestrated by Lil Durk and financed through credit cards linked to his bank. Flight records showed that an OTF member coordinated and paid for the flights of the 5 defendants from Chicago to California the day before the shooting. Durk is reported to have warned the associate to avoid booking flights under names associated with him. Durk traveled to California on the same day as the shooters, aboard a private jet with another co-conspirator, Kevin London Grant. Grant allegedly purchased ski masks for the shooters using a credit card in Durk's name. After the shooting, surveillance footage captured the conspirators at an In-N-Out Burger in Los Angeles, and shortly afterward, they flew back to Chicago. These actions, along with other pieces of evidence, tied Durk to the murder-for-hire plot. The feds also referenced Durk's lyrics in the superseding indictment, which accused him of attempting to commercialize the crime by rapping about his revenge against Rondo. The indictment further charged Durk with 2 additional felony counts related to the murder-for-hire plot.
This chaotic scene, the ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
According to the feds, the lyrics of Lil Durk's songs Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy directly reference a news clip recorded shortly after the shooting, in which Quando Rondo is seen screaming "No, no" as Lil Pab's dead body is carried out of the vehicle. In the track, Durk raps, "Told me they got an Addy. Go, go, dude location. Go, go, green light. Go, 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 go. Look on the news and see your son." You screaming "no, no." The use of rap lyrics as evidence in criminal cases has been controversial, but prosecutors have continued using them, even when they involve the artist's own words. The feds are keen to use Durk's lyrics against him, hoping to strengthen the case. This has come as a shock to many of Lil Durk's loyal fans who have followed his journey from the start. While Durk has always been associated with the violent culture of drill rap, in recent years, he seemed to have embraced a calmer, more reflective persona. However, his involvement in the murder-for-hire plot has cast doubt on his attempts to distance himself from that lifestyle, suggesting that his pursuit of a quieter life was perhaps a facade. Before his arrest, many fans believed that Durk was genuinely changing, moving away from his gang-related past and toward a more peaceful path.
Alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah, mashallah. With my brother Mustafa Abdul Malik, alhamdulillah. And one of the things, mashallah, that, we remind each other about is, our purpose in life, alhamdulillah, it's a blessing.
After announcing his new outlook on life, Lil Durk made efforts to showcase his transformation to fans through social media and music. His journey to finding a new direction began in 2020 when he publicly embraced Islam. In his track, Viral Moment, Durk rapped, "I changed my life. I'm Muslim," signaling a shift in his He further reinforced his commitment in the song In the Bible, where he rapped, "I'm a Muslim. I go by Quran." Additionally, Durk appeared in the music video for Street Prayer, wearing Islamic attire and performing the Islamic prayer, which further solidified his image as someone who had turned a new page. Despite this, some fans raised concerns when Durk posted photos and videos showcasing his numerous tattoos, including one on his leg featuring the words Allahu Akbar. Many fans criticized the tattoo, arguing that it was considered inappropriate or haram in Islam. Nonetheless, Durk continued to promote his message of change, and his influence even led some fans to convert to Islam. One such fan, in May 2023, shared on Instagram that he had embraced Islam, citing lyrics from Durk's song Pelicat as an inspiration. Durk acknowledged the fans' conversion on Instagram, reinforcing his impact on those who followed him.
OTF, we used to call ourselves OTF. We used to just be our main little circle. We used to say OTF. We used to just say only the family.
Lil Durk's commitment to his faith and newfound direction in life continued to shape his public persona in 2023. In August, he called for unity and prayers in his hometown, Chicago, expressing a desire to host the city's largest prayer gathering for Muslims to help resolve petty beefs and bring people together. Durk also emphasized his dedication to his Muslim faith, stating on Instagram that he was no longer part of gang culture, asserting, "I don't gang bang, I'm a Muslim." He further encouraged his followers to join him on his journey to a more peaceful and focused life. His transformation was further affirmed when he announced on X that his criminal record had been wiped clean after years of legal troubles, including multiple arrests and convictions. Durk expressed gratitude for the fresh start, calling it a second chance at life. This announcement marked a significant shift from his past, which was filled with violence and legal entanglements, to his current focus on self-improvement and spirituality. As part of his reinvention, Durk also began speaking out against the violent culture in rap, especially after the legal victory he shared with his late friend King Von in 2022. Durk vowed to help reduce violence in Chicago and committed to using his platform for positive change. His philanthropic efforts through the Neighborhood Heroes Foundation were recognized when he received the keys to the city of Broadview during a special birthday celebration in October 2023.
I want to thank you so much for all the hard work and the things that you do for the community. You know, so many times people rise to the top and they don't look back and pull nobody else along. One thing I can say about you, you always pulling the next man along, and Neighborhood Heroes is just a blessing to the Chicagoland community.
The award and recognition Lil Durk received for his community efforts seemed to mark a major turning point in his life. However, his legal troubles resurfaced quickly with his arrest on October 24, 2024. Tied to his alleged involvement in a murder-for-hire plot. Just a week after receiving the keys to the city of Broadview, Mayor Katrina Thompson announced the withdrawal of the honorary key and the termination of the partnership with Durk's Neighborhood Heroes Foundation. The mayor's decision was influenced by the serious nature of the charges against the rapper, which overshadowed his previous positive contributions. As Durk faced mounting legal challenges, including the potential for the death penalty if convicted. Public reactions became polarized. Some, like rapper Sexy Red, publicly supported Durk, calling for his freedom, while others remained critical of his alleged involvement in the crime. Even Lil Tim, who had a personal connection to King Von's death, expressed a more measured response, opting not to seek revenge and leaving the outcome of the case to God's plan. Lil Tim's comments on Vlad TV showed a more empathetic stance, acknowledging the gravity of the situation but not fueling further animosity.
I feel like, in my head, I just put it like, that what God wanted to happen.
Only time will reveal the outcome of Lil Durk's case. For now, his fans will have to wait until next year for more updates as the legal proceedings unfold. Stay tuned for more interesting content by clicking on the card displayed on the screen.